So I'm gonna go into y'all's questions now and round this up. This question, I'm gonna say this one for last. It says, how did you feel being away from immediate family? I was terrified. I was scared. I've never lived elsewhere. I've never lived away from my family. I don't do sleepovers. Growing up, we never did sleepovers. The only thing we ever did, like I said, my mom used to travel to Nigeria a lot. So when I was very, very young, me and my brother, when my mother would travel, we had a family friend that my father would take us to or drop us off at, and we'd stay there. Was it me and my brother? No, it was just me. Yeah, my brother wasn't born then. So I was like young, like 3. Yeah, whenever my mother would travel, my father would drop me at this family friend's place and I would stay there. So I kind of grew up with their son. We're pretty close and whatnot. But yeah, so I've never lived away from family. That was the only family I've actually stayed with for a short amount of time. So being away from my family was very weird. I quickly learned that people do things differently, and yeah, it was a learning. What was that word? It was a learning experience. I found out quickly that people do things differently. Living with all boys is different because I have a brother and a sister, just one brother, one sister, but 4 boys. Yeah, that's something. Yeah, and I'm really in touch with my Nigerian side, so I did used to watch a lot of Nigerian movies, and I've seen Nigeria, the way it's, some Nigerian movies, the way they would treat an outsider that's coming to live in, or a family member that's coming to live in. You know how some of them, they like the evil whatever. So I also had that at the back of my head, like, yikes, they finna do me like that. But I realized it was all just a movie. Movies are fake. It's just a storyline. It's not really like that. How was senior secondary? So I said I started school GSS 3, which was the last year of junior high, pretty much. So going into senior secondary, I almost felt on top of the world, because when I started SS1, a lot of things have changed. I realized I had a lot of, what's that word? You know, like when you unlock a new level, you get like new attributes. You get what I mean? Like when you unlock a new level of, I don't know, a game or whatever, you have more equipment. So like, yeah, I had, seniors would not be looking at me anyhow, some type of way. I mean, I had more privilege. Wow, that was so hard. Privileges. I had more privileges. Getting to senior secondary. SS2, my last year, I was actually a prefect. I was a social prefect and the hostel prefect. What's the American translation for that? I don't know. A post? I don't know. Like presidents, like school president, class president, and vice president, and secretary, that kind of thing. But yeah, that's what I did. I was a social prefect and the hostel prefect. I had a school daughter. I had several, actually. Well, I have several. This is terrible. I claimed one, but like 5 of them claimed me. But it's as well. Scary story. Every 19 hostel was a scary story. But I'll just give y'all the top 3 scary stories. First one, I don't celebrate Halloween. My family does not celebrate Halloween, and most of my friends don't celebrate Halloween. That's just the way I grew up. So going to Nigeria, I was like, I mean, most of my Nigerian friends don't celebrate Halloween, so I would only want to assume that no one in Nigeria celebrates Halloween. So my first Halloween in Nigeria, it was a Friday night. We went to, my school had 2 campuses. They had the senior secondary campus. They had the secondary school campus and then the primary school. So like the preschool and kindergarten campus and then the elementary school campus, pretty much. So we went to the preschool kindergarten campus for a night vigil. And because it was very late when we had ended the night vigil, we slept there. There was space to sleep. It was like equipped like that. So there was space to sleep. So we slept there, and the guys and girls are always separated. So two of the guys, my school father actually was among these people, decided that it would be fun to scare the girls on Halloween night. They had this mask, and let me tell you, if you see this mask in broad daylight, it'd be like, okay, bet. But let me tell you something. If you see this mask at 3 in the morning in Nigeria, you're sleeping outside in an uncompleted building, and this mask just appears in one of the windows. That was terrifying. We all screamed, and the hostel mistress came out like, what's wrong? We really couldn't identify what happened. We said, yeah, there was a mask. I mean, we just saw something. And the way it was described to her was like, okay, y'all seeing things, like, go back to sleep. And I think even after that happened, they came back 3 more times. I mean, it was scary. It was not cool. Second scary story. Some of my hostel mates they like to tell stories, all these fake stories. And let me tell you, the way some people be creating stories, it's crazy. She said, I don't know how this even happened. She was like, oh, that there's someone watching us from the window. Like, she was telling us a story, Sha. I forgot what the story actually was. But I remember she now said there's someone watching us at the window. And we're like, okay, whatever. You know, there's no lights. Like, NEPA decides to bless us whenever it decides to bless us. So with there being no light, already makes everything worse. And she's like, oh, someone's watching us. And we're like, okay, you need to stop, tell your story, and be moving. So no, someone's watching us. And literally we all looked at the window, and it looked like someone was watching us. Like, it looked like a face. We saw a face, literally. And obviously we're all scared, screaming, trying to sleep in the matron's room. Matron was like, get out of here. And I think we all slept on. We're like 25 girls in that place, and like all 25 of us slept on, like, I'd say 4 beds. So like 5 girls on each bed. It was crazy. 5 times 4 is 20, I know, but we were crammed and whatnot. But yeah, the next morning, some girls want to go check out what it looked like, and it was weird because like there was like smear marks on the window. So like at night it looks like a face, but in the morning you just see smear marks. So if you were to see it, we really do look kind of crazy. Scary story. I don't know if this is a scary story, but one of my worst experiences with a senior. I don't know, the senior. I was not there. I was not with this. I forgot what the senior had asked me to do. Oh, so the matron was calling me. Like, she needed me. So she called me. She's like, oh, Tolu, come. And I came. No. So a senior had called me because we were in the refectory that day. So it was upstairs and downstairs. A senior was upstairs and she had called me. And I answered her. I was like, yeah, she should come. So I was like, okay. But at that same moment, the matron had called me. She probably wasn't even calling me until I got up. She called me, and I mean, Nigerians, respect, old age, young age. I'm going to answer the matron first, right? So I answered the matron, and this girl is still calling my name. Tolu, where are you? Tolu, where are you? I'm telling her, I'm coming, bro, chill. I didn't say that. I'm still alive, obviously. I was like, I'm coming. I'm trying to answer the matron, do what she wanted me to do. She actually sent me out of the refrigerator to go get something from the hostel. So mind you, this senior was waiting for probably 10-15 minutes. And so I go back, I finish the matron, and I run upstairs to go meet the senior. So I'm like, yeah. And at that point, we've not learned that our seniors are our elders as well. I'm not in the senior secondary yet. I'm in GSL. This is like my first year still. So I answer her. I'm like, yeah. She goes, kneel down. Excuse me? Who do you think I am? Like, I'm not really about this showing off. Like, I'm really not about that life. Like, you know who I am. My name is this. I'm from this. I'm not like that. But there are some unnecessary situations that will probably bring that out of me silently. I won't say it. It will just, my attitude will show it. So she was like, I should kneel down. And mind you, there's like a room full of girls. And then she's at her she's like, think of it as Mean Girls. Like, there's like, what, 5 of them. You know Mean Girls, that show? There's like, so she's like the head queen bee. And she has her friends, also seniors, at that table. Then there's everybody else sitting everywhere else. She's like, kneel down. And she's loud. And like, you know when someone shouts, everybody's quiet trying to listen. She goes, kneel down. I'm like, for what? She goes, you're questioning me? I didn't answer her the first time she said it. I just stood there looking at her. And she says it again. And then I said, why? It was as if I added fuel to a fire. She goes, what? You're questioning me? Hey, see this small girl, see this Americana, you're questioning me? What rubbish is this? Blah, 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 blah. And she's just there parabolating. I'm just looking at her like, so when you're done, can you let me go? She goes, kneel down. I should kneel down. Kneel down. And then that's when that whole phrase, obey before complain. I hated that phrase. Obey before complain. Everybody, you just hear like whispers. Obey before complain. Obey before complain. Obey before complain. And in my head, I'm like, what are y'all saying? I'm like, obey before you complain. Oh, I should kneel down before I start complaining. Y'all funny. That's what we're not gonna do. Actually, I don't know if I ended up kneeling down. I think the matron, because she was loud, so the matron came up. She was like, you're not listening to me. What is this? I'm calling you and you're telling me I should wait. What thing is this? I'm like, well, the matron was calling me. I don't want to hear excuses. Kneel down, kneel down. I'm like, whatever. And she's loud, so the matron comes up and I go, what happened? And she goes, I'm telling this small girl to kneel down. She's not listening to me. I'm like, auntie, you were calling me and she was calling me. Who will answer first? And the matron I told her, I was calling her, so what do you want her to do? She should not listen to me because you're calling her. Hey, so she will go and sit down. I went to sit down. Little did I know, hey, the hole I just dig for myself was big. I was like, okay. I was like, okay, bet. So that night ended, and fast forward to this one Saturday. This is where I said my school father used to save me a lot. Fast forward to one Saturday like this, they had, I don't remember what happened. They had called all the juniors. Something happened in the hostel. There was this popular thing they do, general punishment. Like, let's say, who dropped this cup and nobody wants to answer? All right, bet. All y'all kneel down. Since no one wants to snitch. I was like, oh my God. So they had that, and I wasn't even the hostel when that happened. So everyone was kneeling down. I was somewhere and I came in. I saw everybody kneeling down. I walked past them. I'm like, well, sorry to be, or hate sucks to be y'all. I don't know why y'all kneeling down. I'm not gonna kneel down either. And I think they did a head count or something, and realized I wasn't there. Me and one other girl wasn't there, and they called us out and told everybody else to go inside, and that we too should kneel down. And I'm like, this kneeling down thing again. Hey! And matron was not there that day. She had actually, matron and patron went out that day. So she was like, what did she say? She said, so you think you're too big, huh? You see your mates kneeling down and you walk past them. Are you too good for them? Blah, 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 blah. Both of you kneel down. The girl I was with knelt down. I did not. She goes, what is wrong with you? Why are you not kneeling down? Blah, 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 blah. I said, I don't do anything. She goes, your mates are kneeling down. I'm like, okay, and? Make that make sense. What does that have to do with me? They probably did something. Okay, something happened. You don't know what? I wasn't here when it happened. So again, they let the other girl go because she knelt down. And this girl slapped my face. I can tell she's been wanting to do that for a long time. She slapped my face. And lo and behold, it brought me to the kneeling down position. And I'm like, that's what we're not going to do. And I stood back up and she slapped the other cheek and I fell down again. And she's now screaming at me. I don't know what you think this are. Because you're from America, you think you're all this, you think you're all that, blah, 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 blah. I don't know who you think you are. I'm telling you to kneel down. This is how things are run here. I'm your senior. She's just going off and like whatever. Then she pulls my shirt. We have uniform 24/7. So what I was wearing, she pulled it and was like talking to me, screaming at me, blah 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 blah. I'm like, and in my head I'm like, oh, this child, get off of me. And my school father and his friends were passing by our hostel and heard her screaming. And no, what happened? One of the girls the girl I was leaning down with, actually one of my friends, she had ran out and gone to go tell him like, yo, Toad's in trouble, we need help, like come do something. Because the girl that was punishing me is in the same grade as my school father, and if anybody can save me, it'll be somebody that's in her class. So she had ran out to go get him, and he came and he kind of like used style and was like, yo, can I get Tolu? And they were like, oh, she's busy. And from where he was standing, he could see my legs. I was kneeling down so he could see like the back of my leg. And I'm telling you, it was not distinctive, but obviously we're just using sense. Oh, isn't that her leg right there? Like, isn't she right there? What is she doing? Why is she busy? Tolu was wrong. And I'm like, I'm just there. And at that point, I just started bawling. Like, I was really, it wasn't a fake cry, but it was more like, I'm here. I can't speak, but hear my cry. And I'm just like shouting like, yo, I'm crying. She goes, she's right there. What's wrong? Why is she crying? What is this? What is this? What is this? And he makes this very bold move and opens the gate and comes into the girls' hostel. That is an abomination pretty much, but drastic measures we had, it needed to be done. He opened the gate and he was like, oh, she's busy, but what's going on here? And he's like stand up. And I'm like, what? He's like, stand up. Why are you kneeling down? Stand up. And I'm about to stand up and this girl threatens my life. If you stand up, you know we live here together. He's just here for a few moments. At night, he'll still go back to his hostel. If you stand up, I said, hey! You know how like, tug of war when people are pulling like both sides of it? That's what I felt like. I said, hey, I won't stand up, but low-key, she got a point though. Okay. And yeah, fast forward, I stood up. I didn't stand up. He picked me up and took me outside, and he was like, oh, what happened? Blah, blah, blah. Kind of comforting me. If anything else happens with her, let me know. So on and so forth. So that's how that beef started. She never messed with me again because I don't know what they had together. But she shall never mess with me again. And then she now began to say she liked me. That's why she was picking on me. I'm like, you're funny. But yeah, that's one of my scary experiences. Somebody asked, what was my I wish I'd stay here forever moment? You're funny. By this video, I think you'd have known I've never wanted to stay here forever. But when it was time for me to go back home, when I had finished SS2, when my mom had come back and was like, so you ready to go? Low-key, I almost said no. Because I was in SS2, the last grade is SS3, so I'm like, can I just finish this last year though? Because I mean, we're gonna graduate and whatnot. But no, wish I stay here forever moment? Nope. Those are all the questions. Yeah, and the last question, the most asked question, was why did you go? I don't know. My parents, I actually asked them later why I was sent, and they said before they even when they got married, like when they were dating, when they were dating or whatever, they were like, you're planning your marriage and you're planning your life and your kids and whatnot. They were like, they want their children to experience Nigeria because they lived in America, and they were like, I mean, the way America is going, do they really want to bring their children up here? And they're like, yeah, they'll bring them up here, but they also want them to feel what it feels, feel what it looks like living in Nigeria type thing. You know what I'm saying? So it was a plan they had in place. My brother actually went. He just got back last year. My brother, so I went, I came back in 2016. My brother went 2018. He went 2018, I think, if I'm getting my numbers right. He also went. I have 2 siblings. We're both waiting for my sister to go. We're waiting for hers. Like, so you did to both of us. Are you gonna do it to her too, or like, is she gonna be the odd one out? But I like the experience overall. It taught me a lot of things that you really can't. There's some things going there taught me that no one can actually teach me. Like, I can't go to a class and be like this. I mean, they're just experiences, ways of life, experiencing the culture, experiencing people. I mean, living with other people. I mean, it was different. But yeah, but I would say the timing. So I feel like this question is being asked because of the timing that I went. I was in trouble. Like, I was grounded. Like, when I went, I was grounded for something I had done. I forgot what I did. So I was in trouble. Like, I was grounded for like a month or something. So the time that I went, and like, I'm only always with church people anyways. So the time that I went, it was kind of sus. I mean, I understand why people ask that. It was kind of sus. So yeah, the time that I went was pretty sus. But yeah, I feel like my parents like had it in place for us to go, but they were like, you're supposed to go 2 years from now, but I think the right time would be now. That type of thing. And my brother did not know when they shipped off my brother. Yeah, they didn't tell him either. They put him on a plane. They were like, yo, went to Nigeria. Bam. But yeah, so that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's pretty long, but I hope if you made it to the end, congratulations. That is my Nigerian experience. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video with somebody, share it with a friend that has also been shipped off to Nigeria. If you have been shipped off to Nigeria, or if you moved to Nigeria, I say shipped off because I didn't know I went, or I didn't know I was going. But if you've moved to Nigeria while living in America, comment down below and share your experience with me. I would love to hear it because I actually have a lot of friends that the same thing has happened to them. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for my next video. Love you guys. Check out Raleigh's Closet. Closet. Check out Raleigh's Closet if you have not already. Buy yourself. Oh my god. Check out Raleigh's Closet. Buy yourself a shirt or 2. Share it to the page with somebody, and yeah. I'm tired of talking, y'all. Stay blessed and stay bougie. Bye.
Shoot the shot.